Hello, my name is Thériault, and I live in Kedgwick, New Brunswick. Kedgwick is in northern New Brunswick. If you look at Campbellton, which is the extreme northeast, Edmundston, which is the extreme northwest, right in the middle, near the Quebec border, is a little village called Kedgwick, and another one called Saint-Quentin. Now we live surrounded by a sea of forest. I've only been living here for 4.5 years. But what I've experienced, I guess, is a whole new way of life. Kedgwick, or 90% of all economic activity here in Kedgwick, regards the forest. Not just forestry, but the forest. Sure, we have the mill. We have the people working in the woods, the loggers, running the big machinery. We have the trucks. But we also have people planting trees. We have people making Christmas wreaths. We have people working in the maple syrup industry. And this is a big industry here. Maple syrup employs a lot of people. And then we have the tourism industry. The beautiful rivers, Kedgwick, the Restigouche. Apparently there's like 1,200 people who work along the rivers here during tourism season. And that includes fishing, canoeing, moose hunting, deer hunting, etc. Now, it's an interesting place to live, and it's allowed me to understand the value of our forest here. Last May, an incident happened here, and you can see it in the next tab over. It's called the backstory, and it'll explain why I'm doing this, or what happened that got me interested in looking at the concept of our crown forest. Who actually owns it? Who manages it? Who's supposed to benefit from it? Now, when you look at our forests, New Brunswick, 85% of the whole territory is covered in forests. 10 million acres, give or take. When you look at Crown Forest, you're looking at half of that, which is 5 million acres. That belongs to you and I. 30%, or 3 million acres, belongs to private woodlot owners. You know, that could be your father, your uncle, your grandparents own 5 acres, 10 acres, 100 acres, 200 acres. Some people just build a camp on it and appreciate the forest for what it is. Other people actually use their forest to make a living from. They cultivate it, they nurture it, they make it grow properly. That brings them revenue. So that's 3 million acres, 30% of the whole forest. The next 20%, 2 million acres, give or take, belongs to the industries. The J.D. Irvings, the Frasers, and others. It's called industrial freehold. Now, that's the totality of our forest. Now, a few months ago, I read in the newspaper that our Minister of Natural Resources had put in an order that the forest industry stop chipping wood for pulp to allow the private woodlot owners to sell their pulp. 5 days later, the minister recanted that order, obviously under pressure from the forest industry. Now I'm starting to think, okay, who really runs the show here? And then I'm thinking, well, maybe there's a documentary to be made here. So this is the project. I'm going to be building a documentary over the next 6 months. But instead of the natural way of doing it, which would be you gather your information, your research, you film, do interviews, and then you take the time it takes to edit it all together, and in 6 months come out with a 1-hour documentary. No, I'm going to be building it in real time, meaning as I gather my material, I will be putting it up on the web. I'll be putting it up on this website and on Facebook, allowing you to follow me as I gather my information, allowing you as well to sift through everything I've done or I've gathered and form your own opinion. you know. And if you want to, you can contact me and give me your opinion. It makes an interesting way of building a documentary. I'm of the opinion, as is multiple experts, because I've been reading reports, and these experts have been telling our governments, I mean past governments, that we need to change how we do business in the Crown Forest. We need to modify, do something, because the Crown Forest as it's being used today, although it's aiding industry, it's also harming New Brunswickers, and that's not right. It's harming New Brunswick communities, it's harming private woodlot owners, and it's harming small business, you know, like local wood mills, so on and so forth. The private forest industry has access to our Crown lands and are using it in such a way that it's being harmful to New Brunswickers. That's my perception. I guess I'm going to go out there and try to prove it. And I'd love it if you would follow along with me. Hope you enjoy it.